position. The next morning, he's doing breakfast training with sales directors, DIQs, red jackets, and above. But if you're currently in your red jacket, and y'all know who you are if you're in one, you have to add one new active team member this month to go, because you have to earn this. This is not oh, I get to go because I'm already in my red. Those of you not in your red jacket have to be in your red jacket by then. Okay, so hands down, any of you all can do this. I mean, there's no reason why you all can't get 3 active people on your team. If you are serious about moving up, and you want to be trained in the space of Mary Kay Corporates, okay? That's what he does. His whole mission is to develop nationals, develop leaders, develop directors. That's his whole mission in the company. So you want to be there. So I got great training from Julie Weaver, who is a brand new national sales director. And I was so blessed to be in her space the entire time. And she gave me a lot of great things that she did that changed her from going to always being elite to crossing line and becoming a national. And one of the cute ideas she did is she started a red stiletto club. And this is really super cool. So anyone in all of our units that becomes a brand new red jacket is going to get brand new red stilettos or cute heels that are appropriate for you if you can't do high heels like me. I can't do stilettos, but red, beautiful stilettos from your sales director. Okay? Those of you in current red, I know you're going, what about me? Get on Target for your car or go DIQ and you get beautiful stilettos. Okay? So you have to be a brand new red. If you were already a red, you have to move to On Target Car or DIQ. Those of you, how many of you here would love to get a cute pair of stilettos paid by your sales director?
Put those hands high.
Every single person should have any of your goals on a sales director. Be part of the Red Stiletto Club. I promise you, you don't want to miss that. You do not want to miss be a part of that. And because what's going to happen is that as you grow into your red jacket, you become a red jacket, your confidence level boosts. All of a sudden, you're doing the activity. You're excited. You then move to the next level and you want to move up. But right now, you're kind of in that whole limbo thing. You're like, I'm not in red, I want to be red. I'm not in red, I want to be in red. So, but in order to get there, you've got to do work. So this elite program I started last month, and is there anybody in the room who will actually complete the first level of elite, which is 15 faces, 5 interviews, and 600 wholesale? Anybody here do it? Yay, Kelly! Yay, Michelle! Yay, Michelle! If you completed that, you all are going to get a night out with me, so I'm really excited to tell you all that. But I'm going to explain to you how this tracking sheet works, because I know it looks overwhelming. When I first saw this sheet, I shut down. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. But you know what? Attract number grows. And what happens is you get to the end of the month and you're frustrated. You're not where you want to be. And it's only from a lack of activity that you didn't do. Okay? So the top part that says 30 new faces and retail, how much sold each, is just where you're going to put faces that you do. Okay, I facialed Lindsay. I sold her $50. I facialed Katie. I sold her $25. I facialed, Susie, sold her $0. Whatever it is, you just put first name and how much you sold them. You don't need last name, you don't need all information. It's first name. It's a tracking sheet, okay? A tracking sheet. The bottom, if you scroll up a little bit, the next line is per week you're going to track your sales. So what this means is new means new products sold to new people. You did a facial, you sold $100. You did a skincare class, you sold $300. Reorders is your current customer base. Somebody reordered with you. And then it gives you your total. Wholesale order. This is really important because what I have found is a lot of us struggle with pilfering from ourselves, or not having a level of inventory that's going to be able to give you the abundance you need to service your customers for all you're going to do. So this is to help you. Whatever leaves your shelf, you need to be reordering to put back on your shelf. It's not, let me sell off my inventory. No. If you don't have inventory, then Mary Beth Doolin, who is, a great brand new sales director, you all know Mary Beth, she was raised here with us. She did not have inventory. So she had to, her first 6 months, take 25% of her profit and roll it into inventory to build it to get to a profit level. So you may be in a situation, and don't raise your hand, I'm not calling people out, but maybe you don't have a good enough inventory. Well, then you're going to have to go, you know what? I'm willing to take 25% of my profit and roll it into inventory. But this is to help you balance, and it has for the whole 4 weeks. So at the end of the month, you can see that. Okay? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to scroll up here. The next level is 3 interviews per week at a minimum. You want to do, 3 per week is your goal, if not 5. But this shows you, okay, you interviewed Susie. Is she a yes, no, or maybe? It's just showing you how many people you've interviewed. Because how can you get to Red Jacket if you're not sharing the opportunity, right? You might wish it, want it, pray for it. But if you're not doing the numbers, you're not going to grow. Then down here, we'll go ahead and go book 10. This is to help you, everybody right now, by the 5th of the month, and we're not on the 5th of the month. If you truly want to grow your business this month, and I'm sure you all do, you want 10 group appointments on your date book. Not just 10 facials, but 10 parties on your date book. We still have plenty of time. You've got plenty of time. I will be completely honest with you. I have 0 on my date book. This is not a good sign considering my husband's last day of his job is next week. I'm gonna be joining all of you with this because I know this is gonna grow me and my business. So I'm gonna have 10 parties by the 5th on my date book. It's not hard. Get excited, get on the phone, do what you gotta do to book those appointments. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll up. Month-end totals. We get a little bit, okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So at the end of the month, you wanna see what you've done. How many faces have you done? Great, I did 30. How many skincare classes? You wanna know where those classes? I held 5 classes. My retail sales that you did, and then what was your, okay, so your retail sales, you sold 2,000 per face. That would mean you average out what you sold per face at new appointments. Now, why do you think you wanna know that?
So if you have a goal.
So you can grow it, because maybe you're strong like Teresa, or maybe you're somewhere like me that when I was a brand new in this business, it took me about 3 years to really learn how to sell this product, because that wasn't my focus, but I had to learn to bring my average up. It's okay if you need to grow it, but you're not gonna know if you don't track it. Interviews and guests to the meeting. So if you bring a guest to the meeting, that counts for an interview. How many interviews have you done? And I'm not saying, let me just be 100% clear, sharing the marketing plan at a meeting or talking to somebody at the mall about the marketing plan is not an interview. That's not a number that you can do. You need to actually have given them information, talk to them over the phone after, or done coffee with them or your director involved to follow up with them to be a true interview. When you do that, then you're gonna say, okay, great, I did 15 interviews, I have 3 new recruits, my average is 1 out of 5. Why do you wanna know your average? Because your average may be different than my average. And we wanna work with your average because we wanna work with real numbers. But I can't help you find your average if you don't give me numbers to track with you, right? Then now down here is your wholesale goal. Your wholesale order. We wanna know, did you really reorder? Because if you sold 2,000, you only reordered 600, I'm gonna have a conversation with you. Because I love you and I want to grow you as a leader. This whole sheet is to grow you as a powerful leader, but you have to fix these things now as a leader, because if you're not leading by example, what are the people behind you going to do? Monkey see, monkey do. And I want you to have a profitable business. I want you to be making money. Then down here, this is your, how much have you done towards your star, what's your star goal? This is a great place to win. Even if you don't want to be a sales director, that's totally fine. I'm still going to love you. But when you want to be a star consultant, but you know what happens is a lot of you come to meetings, you think you're working, you pray about it, all of a sudden there's 6 weeks left to start, 4 weeks left to start, and you go in a huge panic, you run around, call everybody you know, and try to sell a whole bunch of stuff. You want to be a star so bad, but then you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't be a star. You play this head game with you. Instead, if you would just track whatever it is you want to do, and at least focus on be a star consultant, you will never lose. You always have a place to win. So that's an awesome place to win. You can go ahead, what's down at the bottom? I forget what I have in your mind.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. This is to help you. Appointments booked and coached for next week. The important thing here is coached. You can have, like Angela and I have worked a lot together. That's why Angela said I have 15 coached appointments, but I have 31 on my books. I don't want to hear what you have on your date book if you don't have a guest list, because a party that's not coached is not going to hold, okay? And you're setting yourself up for being excited, but then you feel disappointed when they don't hold. The first thing when someone cancels on you or doesn't hold, I'm going to say, did you get a guest list? And not only guest list, did you pre-profile her? And I know a lot of you are new, like, what are you talking about? We'll groom you through that. But, okay, so this week 1, I'm going to fill this out for, like right now, for this week coming up, I'd say, okay, great, I have 5 parties on my date book that are coached. You know what I mean? So you need to know each week going in. So I have 5 parties on my date book, but only 1's coached. What do you think my number 1 priority is right now? Coach those parties. So if it's Monday or Sunday, and I have 5 parties for that weekend, but they're not coached, I have no parties on my date book. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's super important for you all to have that. So this entire sheet does seem overwhelming, but if you do it daily, do it weekly, we're going to help you grow. Now, you have 2 options. If you want my help or your director's help as a leader to help you, we need this sheet turned in weekly, because I can't help you grow if you're not showing me what you're doing, okay? If you are like, okay, I've got my mentoring for you, I'm doing good, and you want to turn it at the end of the month, that is all well and good. It's up to you. If you want me weekly to help you, I need a sheet from you, okay? You can bring it every Thursday to the meeting to me. You can scan it. Taking a picture of it doesn't really work like I thought. I can't see what's on there, so you need to either scan it or bring it to me, because otherwise I really can't see it. But this is going to help you grow. Now, what are you going to get from this? Okay, the first level is the elite, right? That's 15 faces, 5 interviews, and Donna, do you have the Hot News Weekly that I sent out? Is that accessible? Can you pull that so I can pull that sheet? That might be helpful for me. Just real quick so that you guys can see it. There's a little, you'll actually see it printed out. And everybody, I know you all don't get necessarily my Hot News Weekly, but your director does one, and I know she has this in here. Okay, here, perfect, Donna, that's all I need. So the Elite program is 15 faces, 5 interviews, 600 wholesale. That's the minimum that all of you all should be doing so you're making money. That's gonna help you become a star consultant and build a great customer base, okay? You can do facials, you can do parties. That's an awesome place to win. You'll be a star consultant every quarter and never be stressed. You're gonna build your customers and you are gonna make money, okay? If you wanna be there, we're gonna love you and support you. When you do the Elite program every single month, you now get invited to the girls' night out with the sales directors. All you have to do is Elite. That's it. So last month, 3 of you here that I know of did Elite. You all are going to go out, a girls' night out with me. Isn't that exciting? Because the more you hang out with us, the more you're gonna wanna be in our circle, and you don't wanna be left out, right? Okay, so that's all you have to do. That you can do very, very part-time. The second, the Elite Exec, and I picked the Exec because those are the names of levels moving up as a sales director. This is when you wanna move up into red and you wanna move up and work towards like going in the red jacket. That's 30 faces, which is a power start, 10 interviews, 1,000 wholesale, and 1 new team member. If you're doing 10 interviews, you should be getting a new team member. If you're doing 10 interviews and you're not getting a new team member, something's missing in the connection. And you need to work with your sales director, okay? It's either, there was a point in time when Donna was very frustrated in her business because she said, the numbers aren't working. I'm doing lots of interviews, Jen, I'm not getting results. And I talked to her and I said, because you're just sharing it at she was sharing it at a party. She was playing a little DVD and she was sharing it with everybody, but she wasn't following up and doing separate interviews with people. The minute she tweaked that, things changed. But Donna, because if she had not worked with me and tracked numbers, she wouldn't have been known why she was so frustrated. Does that make sense? So if you're doing 10 interviews, you will get a new team member. The numbers will not lie. That's going to give you star plus moving up to red. You're going to be building a great business and you will have a choice to step into leadership if you want to. The next one is Lead a Senior Exec. This is for women who want to be a sales director on the stage and break company records and be a part of history in the making. 50 faces. 50 faces is only 10 parties of 5 people. That's 2 parties a weekend and a facial or something during the week, or a party during the week. It's only, if you do 3 hours a party minimum, times 3 is what? That's 9 hours a week. You throw in an hour or 2 for some phone time and follow-up time, you're talking 10 to 12 hours a week committed work with Mary Kay. Would you not do that if you could build and have a free car and become a sales director? It's not that big. 50 faces, 20 interviews, 1,200 wholesale, and 2 new team members. Again, you can get 2 team members out of 20 interviews, okay? And then you're gonna get star, car, and directorship. But you have to track it in order to grow. And what I'm excited about is that we decided to really give you guys something to go for. We wanted to give you guys a place to win, the place you decide. We're not going to judge you. You pick Elite, Elite Exec, or Elite Senior Exec. Totally up to you. We will love you no matter what. It gives you a place to win and a place to grow. But for this month, since last month, not a whole lot of people did Elite. And I was honestly a little surprised, a little shocked, a little not disappointed, but a little like, wow, okay, all right. Well, I just expected we'd have like 25 winners. I was like ready to find some fun place to go. I'm proud of those who did it. So I thought, well, I'm going to make this really exciting. Those of you who do the Elite Exec, which is something huge, and this is why I wanted you here tonight, you do the Elite Exec. You get to go next month, the very first weekend, which is the 7th and the 8th, Saturday night, the 7th, Sunday the 8th. You get to join those that earn the beach trip, which we have 5 that earn the beach trip from June. You get to join us for the beach trip and go away with the directors. But you have to do every bit of this right here.
Senior Exec.
Senior Exec, I'm sorry, I apologize. Senior Exec, let me get it. Thank you, Tanya. The Elite Senior Exec. Because I know a lot of you wanted it in June, but life happened and it was a 2,000 wholesale, and those of you who earned it, Kelly earned it, Teresa earned it, Michelle earned it, and we have a couple others that aren't in the room that earned it, and I'm so proud of you, Teresa. Where's Teresa? Teresa earned it, she was the IQ at the time. So I have 5 winners, and I called my directors today, I locked them, and I said, I'm happy to take the 5 of them and go, but wouldn't it be exciting to take more? What do you guys think if we gave people an opportunity to really buckle down and get this done as well? You earned it as well, you didn't realize you earned it. You didn't even know why you earned it, but I was trying to get Charlotte, you earned it too.
What's the date, the first Friday?
It's Saturday the 6th, or 7th, the 7th, so you know, mark your calendars. If you already have parties booked, dovetail them to your team. It doesn't matter. If you have parties booked, we'll dovetail and we'll find coverage. But wouldn't that be awesome to go? I'm telling you, overnight trips with bigger thinking women is life changing. Not just fun, June. It is fun, but it changes your life. I'm not kidding you. You will be a changed person in a good way, leaving feeling a part of something great and be able to go and do something huge. So I know each and every single one of you, it is a decision you make. It's a decision. If you want this, you can do it. It's just a decision. Sure, it might be like, oh my God, it's so big. But you know what? Tell everybody you know, I am so super excited, Jesse. I'm going to earn a beach weekend with my director, and all I got to do is do 50 faces. Can I borrow your face, girl? And do you have some girlfriends? That's all you got to do. The rest is going to fall into place. You're going to get in your red jacket. You're going to move your business up and grow. And all of a sudden, you're going to go, wow, look where I'm at today. And there's momentum, and momentum is magical. But it takes a lot of activity to get momentum. You get that momentum, the magic kicks in, and then all of a sudden you're going to go, wow, this is easy. Wow, I have a team that's actually working. Wow, I might get into DIQ. Wow, I'm on target for my car. It will blow your mind. Tanya.
Can I just say that, I mean,
Absolutely.
that actually, like, if you ask any of us in the past year that have debuted, that's the level we worked at to go into DIQ and finish it.
At least
So
senior,
we
exactly.
if this is proven, it works. Work for that level, you will be a director. I promise you. We've all done that. We all were doing 50 faces, 60 faces a month to get it done fast and within, 4 months, 4 or 5 months, and it was done.
Right, and this is no different, y'all, than I said on stage with Eric losing, my husband's lost 75 pounds and looks amazing. I got him from a seminar, I'm like, oh my God, you're skinnier. Now he's like, are you sure I look muscular still? I feel too skinny. Anyways, but I'm sharing this because, he's so cute. I'm sharing this because it's no different. He's been dedicated, he's been committed, he's been doing the workouts, he's been eating healthy, drinking his water. I have not. So I'm like frustrated because you're losing pounds and I'm not, and I keep gaining and I'm not. It's not that the program doesn't work, it's that I'm not working the program. Eric's not doing something magical. I even said to him at one point, I'm like, you taking some fat burner pill that I don't know about? And he's like, Jen. I said, well, it's just falling off of you. He's not. My whole point is that I keep thinking he's cheating somehow, and he's doing, I keep thinking, oh, God, I lose this faster. It's a secret. If you had 100 pounds lose, I only have 20. I mean, like, I'm making every excuse why he looks awesome and slamming and amazing. And he's busy. He doesn't even have time. He goes to the gym. He gets up at 4:30, goes to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. Who does that? A man who's on a mission to lose weight, right? It's no different than Mary Kay. So you keep thinking it's not for you, or I can't do it, or there's the magic secret. There's not. It is the 50 faces, 20 interviews. Bringing on the new team members are going to get the results. That's what all of these women, including myself, have done. We're no different than you. We're not better than you. We're not greater than you. We've just worked harder, stayed committed, and didn't let head stuff and drama stuff in families. And I know we have drama. Lord knows right now that Satan is being so ugly in my life.
Yeah.
And attacking me more than I've ever been attacked before in my entire life. And I will not tell you any part of it, but let me just tell you.
That means you're on to something.
We are about to do something that is so big and complete this national area that Satan knows that's the only way he can try to hurt us, but it ain't working. It is not working because God has his hands on each and every single one of you. So don't think it's not your time. Don't think you can't do it. Don't question. Don't ask, is there some magical thing? No. Get to work. And so we thought, wouldn't it be exciting to do the Red Stiletto program? You know, how fun is that? And then any new sales director that debuts by January for leadership is going to get a pair of gorgeous, beautiful stiletto gold pumps from me. Any director of mine that becomes a senior gets her shoes bought from me. Okay, so she's going to get her shoes by developing offspring. She's going to get her shoes by developing offspring. Lynn's going to get shoes by developing offspring. Do you see how fun that is? I know it's just fun. I mean, I know they're just not fun. What a girl will do for a brand new pair of shoes. So all of you in red that aren't red jackets or getting red jackets, guess what? Not only can you get red stilettos, but then your national's going to buy your gold stilettos, okay? I mean, get excited. Do it for the shoes. Any questions about this program you are not clear on? Anybody want to add something?
Yes, the consistency 4-month thing.
Thank you, Donna.
Another
You can tell
wine
what I'm
party?
excited about.
Donna is awesome. So, as we're talking, these girls have such great, awesome ideas. And Donna said, everybody was so excited to earn the wine dinner party at my house. And, you get to bring your husband. We decided that if you go from, what's day, August, September, October, November, 4 months. If you do 3 out of the 4 months of the middle group, the elite, just the elite exec, that's right in the middle ground, just that one, 4 out of 3 months, you're going to get 3 out of 4 months, can't even talk. I'm so excited. 3 out of 4 months. You are going to get to go to a holiday dinner party with your spouse or significant other with the sales directors. Don't have details yet, but I promise you, the wine dinner, did that not blow y'all's mind? Did we not make it off the charts for you guys? This is going to be even better. Don't plan on missing a month, but there's a little month in there in case something happens. Every single one of you can do this to be at this party. Our National's even doing something that, if you scroll over to this one, Donna, our National's doing a brunch at her home, which is beautiful. If you have not been to our National's home, you need to be there. You just have to do 3 out of the 4 months of this, and you get to go to a brunch at her house. So there's a place for everybody to win. So no matter what it is that you want out of your business, I just want you moving forward and growing. So we thought, wouldn't it be fun? So you guys excited about that?
Yes.
Aren't you excited? Because we have got some powerful things growing and happening, and I want each and one of you to be a part of it. Do you have any questions before we end this little thing? Any questions? Remember, track number grows. And one thing Sarah Miller said to me, which is my incredible, amazing senior who still pours into me, is she said, Jen, it's not okay as a leader in Mary Kay not to do the things that you're going to require other people to do, such as tracking numbers, turning in weekly accomplishment sheets, turning reports, not going to meetings. All of you guys come to meetings. You're here every week. I love you. But it's very important that this sheet may seem so overwhelming. I get this. But if you break it down, it's not okay to say, I'm too busy. I don't have time to fill it out. It's not okay to say this because you know what? I'm not too busy to work with you. And I give you my time, or your sales director is willing to give you your time. This sheet is for to help us help you. That's the whole reason, is for to help us help you and to grow you to be a better leader. Okay, so it's not okay as a future leader in the Vesica National area to say, I don't like that sheet, that's not my personality, it hurts my brain. It's not okay to say that. It's not okay to say that. Okay? It's not okay to say that. So I'm just telling you, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Make it okay. It's not okay for me to say, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't want to do a diet. I don't feel like planning my meals out and eating healthy. Well, great. Then I can stay 20 pounds overweight. Really, right?
Right.
Nothing's going to change unless you're willing to change something. So I love you guys. That's why I was so excited to share with you tonight. A lot of